well, apart from showing where we're from and how many countries our principal has covered, I think the most important thing is also the passion. Looking at all the customers that have benefited from our product, and also things that will help them in their daily life, I think we can go far. And what we are sharing today is all about science. We do not tell you that this is some miracle water, this is some Zam water. This is not how we explain. We want you to understand the science, because when you understand the science, you will know how to use it. If you do not know if you do not know the science, then it's going to be tough. Yeah. So our principal company has been around since 1988. So 33 years of experience in producing ozone technology for commercial and industrial use.
All right.
So it's not actually for household. It was actually produced for commercial and industrial usage, right? And if you look at the endorsement that we have, or the certification that we have, not only from countries like Malaysia alone, but from Japan, Europe, US, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong. So if you recognize some of those logo, the SGS, these are pretty common, 𝗟𝗏. But of course, we also have a very interesting endorsement by people like the Soil Association. So the Soil Association from Europe actually endorsed our ozone water, that when you wash your organic vegetables with our ozone water, it still equals to organic. Right? And Europe Ozone Association, another one, the ATS lab, which is actually from US, is actually a US FDA certified test lab.
Okay.
So US Food and Drug Administration. So apart from that, this is what there are a few types of method in the market that you will. This is not the first time that most people hear about ozone, but there's a lot of product in the market that actually different technology that produces ozone. Of course, you've got the UV lights.
Yes.
So like what we mentioned earlier on, the Mother Nature uses the UV to produce ozone. So mankind created a product that releases out UV light to produce ozone. However, this method, the purity of ozone gas is pretty low. It's not easy to produce enough ozone, right, to sanitize or disinfect by using UV light. You need a much longer time to produce that. And the other method, which is pretty common, some people will see those machine, that wash vegetables, the round type of.
This one. Yes.
Yeah. So they bubble the ozone into. They bubble the ozone into the bowl of water. Those type. Those are actually corona discharge method. So corona discharge method means you actually produces ozone using the air. That means you take the air from your environment, which our air 70%, 78% is actually nitrogen, and the balance you got other types of. So they take the oxygen from the air, and by doing so, there is actually a byproduct. So if you look at what is written here, it produces nitrogen oxide. Okay, NOx. So nitrogen oxide is colorless and it has no smell, right? So a lot of them earlier on, they misunderstood. They thought that actually ozone is toxic, but which is wrong. Actually, the toxic one is actually the nitrogen oxide. So when they release the nitrogen oxide, so you don't smell it, you don't see it, so you don't know that that is actually nitrogen oxide, which is actually toxic to human being. Yeah. So this is the corona discharge method. And of course, the last one, which is the technology that we use, we are using the electrolytic method. So what you do is you just add water. So we know water is H2O, right?
Correct.
So H2O, so we take the oxygen molecule from the water. So H2O being water as water, so you take the O from the water, so you don't have a byproduct when you actually generate ozone using water. Yeah. Okay. So whenever you choose that to wash a vegetable, must be careful that you make sure that is no nitrogen oxide. I think more developed countries like Japan, I think they already stopped. They ban product that releases nitrogen oxide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think
because it's harmful. Because it's harmful, right?
Yes. Because nitrogen oxide, when you actually dissolve in the water, it becomes another toxic also. Yeah. So it goes into your vegetables. It goes into whatever that you're washing. Yeah. So this is our patented technology, and also we have US Dupont involved, and so by this method you get the high stability. So the ozone concentration in the water, it's very high, it's very highly dissolved, so you don't get nitrogen oxide, and also there's no other contamination by using this method, right? And these are a lot of hotels in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, in China that has already adopted this method for their kitchen usage. So their central kitchen, because I think Malaysia's side, we're still very much using chemical for disinfection. But I think in other countries, maybe it's due to the enforcement by the government, so that a lot of chemical stuff are not allowed in all these hotel chain. And especially you imagine you having sashimi, you having all these uncooked food, then you need a safer disinfectant. Imagine sashimi, you rinse your knife with ozonated water, right? So you don't use rinse your knife with chlorine water, so that you actually...
Yes.
Yeah, so these are very important. And of course, in US, and also these are the few dentists. So I think I forgot about sharing that our ozone water is also very good for hygiene, for your mouth hygiene. So you can actually rinse your mouth using ozone water. So it's sort of a replacement of the
Listerine that we always use. The Listerine, yeah.
That's right. So sometimes when you get stomach, this mouth ulcer and all those, you actually can rinse your mouth with ozone water. Yeah. So the US side, we have 2 doctors, and also the last one is a Chilean doctor. There is a Chilean dentist that is actually endorsing this product.
Okay.
And this is a very important certificate that we got from Japan Nara University. So this is based on the COVID-2 virus. COVID-2 virus is the virus that's causing the whole pandemic of COVID-19. So some people misunderstood that, this is COVID-2, but we are COVID-19. That's not how it is, because COVID-19 is the name of the pandemic, because it happens back in 2019, right?
Okay.
The virus that's causing the pandemic is called the COVID-2 virus. So that's why when you do a PCR test or an RTK test, you will see that it's COVID-2 positive or COVID-2 negative. So this is the virus that's causing the pandemic for COVID-19. So in Japan Nara University, they did a test using our ozonated water, and the results, it's 99.974. So these are all based on the testnet report on our product. And of course, we have another one, which is the professional series that gives a little bit more of the better result, which is 99.998. So because the ozone concentration for the commercial or professional unit is the concentration is higher, so that's why it gives a slightly better result. But I think even anything that's 99.974,
yeah.
I mean it's already there,
yes,
you know.
Yes, of course.
So, and then the thing is that you're just adding only water. So later, I think we will do some tests in front of everybody. You know, what I say is a test lab report. So what we want to see is real life, how it works. Right?
Yeah.
We will do that later.
Looking forward, yeah.
Yeah. Then, of course, the reports does not only cover the COVID-2, but also we talk about how long it takes. Like that's why early on I mentioned about the timing of 5 seconds, 15 seconds, surface sanitizing, and then you've got all based on 99, the results, which is above 99.999. And then you got knives, which earlier on the questions about if it's okay to rinse your fork and spoon with ozone water. Here you go. This is the test report, and it does not corrode aluminium, copper, or stainless steel, right? So this is also the test report. And ozone reduces chlorine residue. Yeah, and for infants, early on we talk about skin, right? Ozone is non-toxic to human cell. This is another test report that we have. Okay. Earlier on, I mentioned about organic vegetables, right? So this is actually by the UK Soil Association. So the pictures that you see on the right side was actually done a couple of years ago by our customer. And she actually bought the 𝗵𝘃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, and then she rinsed it with the water, tap water. And the other one is actually she rinsed it with our ozone water, and she sealed it in a plastic seal bag, and she kept in the fridge for 1 month. And look at the amazing results that you see.
1 month is long, very long.
Yeah. 1 month, very seldom you will still see green vegetables. Yeah. Of course, we also have people in the vegetable industry that farm to home kind of delivery. They actually provide this service that the customer can choose to wash their vegetables using our ozone water before deliver to their house. Yeah, so we also provide this solution to this commercial usage.
Very good.